Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Nizam. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay, we are fortunate to have 4 speakers or also researchers on improving education at classroom and school level. Okay, our second speaker is, we are fortunate enough to have Miss Nefrijanti Sutikno from Yayasan Pusat Kemandirian Anak Indonesia. She has 20 years of service for special needs children, SNC, as a speaker, trainer, consultant, therapist, and coach. Twice joined in the SEAMEO events such as delegate for ICSA 2016 Malaysia and ICSA 2007, and course specialist in training in Svetlana Maskutova Educational Institute. Okay, may I call upon Ms. Nefrijanti Sutikno? Okay, the screen is yours. Please, Ms. Nefrijanti.
Thank you.
Okay, you can start because we can see your slide.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to meet all of you and thank you for your participation in this session. In this occasion, I will present my paper supporting education, science, and culture in the digital age by accelerating the recovery of special needs students using MNRI method. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Nefrijanti, trainer and coach for special needs and parents and educator. I'm also the founder of Pusat Kemandirian Anak, Center for Children Independence Foundation Indonesia. Next slide, please. I would like to present my paper, which divided into 5 sections. The first section will explain briefly the background and purpose of this study and introduction about MNRI, followed by the methodology in section 2, the result of the study in section 3, discussion in section 4, and close with conclusion and recommendation in section 5. Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay. Let's start with the introduction section. It's about the background. To achieve and improve the quality of learning for the alpha generation that responds to the global needs and wider access to the education, special strategies are needed. This need is amplified with the blessing of the current COVID-19 pandemic, which allows us to experience directly how it is learning, working, and living in the digital age. In this situation, the learning barriers increases for the special needs children who already have challenges in skills and ability to learn, such as focus, seeing, listening, communication, social interaction, analysis, creativity, and independence. So the purpose of this study is to find alternative solutions on how to help these children recover and be better prepared to enable them participate in the learning process effectively in accordance with their unique condition. To comply with the principle of the education for all with no one left behind as envisioned under UN Sustainable Development Goals. That's why harnessing technology to improve learning outcome is important. And it is also equally important to pay attention to facilitate these students ready to learn, which in this paper based on MNRI. In the next slide, I will explain briefly about MNRI. Sorry, this slide I'm not yet upload because because I use the okay. I will explain. First, we talk about development of the primary reflexes in the typical children, which began in the utero, active at birth, and then mature and integrated, ready to be the foundation of conscious and unconscious movement. These primary reflexes are Babinski, spinal Galan, spinal Perez, ATNR, SDNR, lacrosse flexion extension. And then we know if the reflex is not mature, it will become challenges in their movement development, which includes learning skill. So Mas Putova make a method with based on the triangle. In the triangle, we can show the connection between sensory stimulus, neurological pathways, and motor pattern that using reflex circuit activation. This triangle is basic principle of MNRI method. By providing MNRI stimulation based on that principle to special needs children, it is expected that it will help the recovery of their primary reflexes, development, and integration. And this will become the foundation of their conscious and unconscious movement, similar to the typical children, in which when they are moving, they are also doing the learning process. Now, I will talk about this slide, the methodology. The material studied are 12 journals about children development, primary reflexes, and MNRI practice in children with special conditions like autism, cerebral palsy, mental retardation, emotion control, ADHD or ADD, PTSD, and learning disability. The method used is literature study with secondary data collected from the journal using qualitative system and analyze with descriptive methods. Will you help me to next slide, please? Okay, I think the next slide, please. Okay, now the result. In summary, our journal shows that after being stimulated with MNRI, the scores of the primary reflexes of the observed participant increase, and this leads to the improvement of the foundation and readiness for learning. And for the result, I strengthen it by the hands-on my experience using MNRI in practice. Okay, thank you for the next. Now, this is the discussion. We focus on the one from the 12th journal. The title is Effect of MNRI Visual Reflex Neurotraining on Visual Academic Skill of Children Autism by Maskutova et al. The main reason why the journal is chosen is because it directly supports the purpose of this paper by explicitly highlight the effect of MNRI PRNT application to the visual and academic skill of the participant of the study. Participants are divided into 3 groups. Study group consists of 240 ASD children. Control group first, 120 ASD children. And control group 2, 260 typical children. Only the children in the study group treated with MNRI VRNT for 50 minutes per day for 8 days. The pre and post-test result for the study is shown in the pie chart on this screen. We can see now, after treated with MNRI, children with poor level in reading skill decreased from 39.1 to 17.5%. Fire level increased from 40 to 57.9%. Good level increased from 19.2 to 21.7%, and excellent level increased from 1.7 to 2.9%. And we can see
Miss
writing
Nefrijanti, may I interrupt? You have 2 more minutes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Writing skills show similar results. Detailed data can be seen in the paper. So we go to the conclusion. Can you slide, please? Change the slide. Okay. Yeah. About the conclusion, and recommendation, the conclusion is it can be concluded that according to the Dutch journal studied MNRI is proven able to increase the score of the primary reflexes and readiness to learn of special needs children with condition described in the journals. This will give them more opportunities to optimize them potential in education, science, and culture. And for the recommendation, provide more up-to-date data before and after MNRI is applied to see how improvement in primary reflexes directly affect to increase the learning foundation of the special needs children with more various conditions. And the second recommendation is to see the long life effect of MNRI when applied in a variety longer period. And that's all. Can you change the slide, please? Okay, thank you for your attention. I hope this can contribute a solution to accelerate the recovery of alpha generation special needs children and eradicate their barriers to learning. Thank you so much for you.